What is up, guys? We are live. Thanks so much for tuning into another episode of Any Action Sportscast. This is a live edition. We are going live. If you're watching this on the replay, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Gotta make sure we're going live. I think we are. I think everything's working. Hell yeah, dude. Let's get right into it. A little bit strange this week. I got busy with work, so the only time I could get my predictions out was to do a live tonight, impromptu, after Bo Nickel just absolutely bodied a dude in Dana White Contender Series. So we thought, you know what, I'll just got to go live. We have been drinking some Coors Light. So we are a little tipsy giving you these breakdowns. But let's get right into it. The first fight of the night is going to be out of the bantamweight division between Randy Costa and Guido Cannetti. Randy Costa comes in as a favorite at minus 300. He is 6-3. Guido Cannetti is 9-6. The underdog at plus 260. And I totally get it, guys. He's 42 years old, fighting in the UFC, coming off knocking out Chris Moutinho, which we saw Sean O'Malley, pretty much beat his ass for 3 rounds. He's pretty much a human punching bag for 3 rounds. Couldn't get him out of there. The dude's got heart, and sure enough, gets finished in the first round by Guido Cannetti. On the other side, we have Randy Costa, pretty good prospect, 26 years old, but he's sort of like a front runner. He's really good in the first round, and every fight that gets past the first round, he loses. He's either finishing you in the first round or he's getting finished after. He has 9 professional MMA fights, and not a single one has gone to decision. Like I said, he's either finishing people or getting finished himself, kill or be killed type fighter. Good striker, pretty quick striker. He's coming off getting knocked out twice by 2 pretty good fighters, Adrian Yanez and I think Tony Kelly knocked him out. But man, I think he's going to improve his gas tank problem here and fight smarter, I should say. I wouldn't be surprised to see a younger fighter here sort of get set up. You hate to see these types of fights. I really do think that the UFC is setting up Guido Cannetti to get finished here by Randy Costa. The line is getting wide. I would have rather have played Costa or parlayed him at minus 280, minus 275 area to see him get pushed to minus 300. I think I'd rather just go with fight doesn't go the distance or under 2.5 rounds. I'd rather lay the juice there because Guido Cannetti can crack as well. The one thing I will say about Guido is in pretty much all of his fights, he lets people take the center of the octagon. He lets them, dictate like who's going forward. And Randy Costa's going forward. He has a but he has a little bit of a reach advantage here. Yeah, so I like the younger guy with a reach advantage, which in a striking fight, I think it's going to take place on the feet. So with that fight, give me Randy Costa all day. And I do think that he's going to finish the 42-year-old Guido Cannetti. After that, bro, we have Julia Stoliarenko versus Chelsea Chandler. Now the line's kind of moving. The line currently sits Julia minus 115 and Chelsea 105. So pretty much almost a pick 'em. And I do like Julia here. I had her against Jessica Rose Clark, and I thought she was going to be able to, win either in the feet or on the ground. And she did get cracked by Jessica Rose Clark in that first round, which is not a good sign because I do think that Chelsea should have the power advantage here. Although I do think that Stoliarenko's striking is not that bad. She's not terrible on the feet at all. Obviously, she's a super, good submission specialist, has a ton of arm bars. She gets them like crazy, man, a ton of first-round arm bars, where Chelsea is a bit of more of a jiu-jitsu player. If you watch her fights, she just kind of plots forward. She's big, 145 type fighter, fights at the 145 division, and this is a catchweight at 140. It was scheduled for 135, and she couldn't make the weight, or she was having trouble making the weight, so she had to call in the UFC and have this fight move to 140. And in my opinion, I don't know, that's not a good look. So going into the tape study, I like Julia. I didn't know anything about Chelsea. And when I was watching her fight, she doesn't really fight any high-level fighters at all. She knocked out this one girl, I forget her name, her second to most recent fight, not her most recent one, where the girl just looked terrible, man. She was the bigger girl, but her striking was abysmal. And she's fighting fighters that aren't very good, in my opinion. So Julia's fought better fighters, has finished better fighters. And really, she should be on a 2-fight winning streak because I don't know how she didn't submit Davis in that first round. So give me a Julia either via submission or a decision because if this does get to the ground, I don't think that she's going to be like out of her element off her back. The one thing I will say about this fight is that I'll have to wait to see how they look in the face-offs because there is a chance that Chelsea is just straight up bigger than Julia. In the clinch, which I do expect this fight to get along the cage in the clinch, I think that Julia should be able to reverse positions here and win this fight. So give me a Julia Stoliarenko to win via decision. Ooh, up next, we have Maxim Grishin versus Philipe Lins. Now, Maxim's a favorite at minus 170. That line is climbing. And Philipe Lins comes in as an underdog at plus 145. Now, this is coming out of the light heavyweight division, but it might as well be coming out of you out of the elderly division because these guys are old as hell, bro. Philipe Lins is 37. Max is 38. And yeah, man, they're just super old. But I do like Max here. And I understand why he's a favorite. Philipe's not very good, man. He is a PFL 2018 champion. But, dude, he looked like crap at heavyweight. He got finished twice by Tanner Boser. And I forget the other guy. And he just didn't look good. He looked way better in his most recent fight, but his opponent was a bum. And whereas Max, I feel like he's just a better striker. I feel like he'll be able to keep him away, keep distance, and not let Philipe get his game going. I think that Lins is going to try to out-grapple Max here, and I don't think that's going to work. I think that he might gas himself out trying to do so. So give me Max either decision or late finish because, like I said, I just don't think Philipe Lins is very good. So if anything, this is kind of a fade on Lins. So give me Grishin, like I said, via either decision or late finish. Like I said, guys, we're moving fast through this. I'm a bit tipsy. I have been drinking. Take another one. But like I said, this is my only window to get something out for this week, so I got to do it. Up next is a really good fight between Brendan Allen and Krzysztof Jotko. Brendan Allen comes in and, actually, it's like a pick'em now. The line is moving. It was a pick'em earlier in the day, but now it's moving. Jotko is the favorite. Brendan Allen comes in at -105. Jotko -115. Pretty close. And I get it, guys. Going into the tape study, actually was leading Allen. But the more I watch these guys fight, I do think that Jotko is going to be able to win this fight. Because striking-wise, I lean Jotko. If anything, 50-50 and lean slight Jotko. Grappling, I thought going into it, I would lean Allen. And to see Jotko, have success in the clinch and really in the grappling exchanges against someone like Gerald Meerschaert really impressed me and really was a good sign going forward to this fight. Because if in a 50-50 fight where neither fighter is really showing an advantage in the striking, I figured Brendan Allen should be able to steal rounds, steal minutes late via takedown. He has pretty good takedown entries. Submitted Kevin Holland. He's not very bad on the ground, but I will say he just doesn't have very good fight IQ, and he's okay with accepting bottom position. He got taken down a bunch by Malkoun, and I actually thought he lost that fight, dude. I had a parlay with Brendan Allen and Manel Kopp, and Kopp decided to take steroids, and so that just turned to a straight Brendan Allen play at -280. And I remember watching that fight. I was like, oh, man, he's going to lose this fight. But he actually reversed positions a bunch of times against Malkoun, so that was really impressive to see. We have Herb Dean as the gold standard. Brendan Allen via decision plus 300 value. I'm saying, dude, neither guy's going to get finished. And I actually think that if you don't feel comfortable picking a side or betting a side, betting the over a fight goes to the decision is a good idea because I don't see either guy finishing him. I don't see Brendan Allen KOing this guy, Jotko. If anything, Jotko's going to KO Brendan Allen. And I don't see Brendan Allen submitting Jotko. Jared Meerschaert, who's Brendan Allen's homie, was like his friend, couldn't submit him. So I don't see Brendan Allen submitting him. It's actually kind of funny. GM3 just got submitted on Fight Pass in 30 seconds. I don't know who the guy submitted him was, but it was kind of embarrassing. But yeah, man, that's a good because I'm saying if you like Brendan Allen, bet him via decision. That's a good way to get value. Herb Dean says, yeah, I bet the over and goes the distance too. Yeah, exactly. Yep. It sucks, bro. So I'm in Vegas and they're late with that stuff. I wanted to sign up with Circa and William Hill because the two books I'm at right now, they wait till Thursday to release fight goes, fight over-unders and stuff. It's kind of annoying. They wait till later in the week, and I see everyone posting FanDuel and DraftKings and all the props they have access to. And it kind of sucks because I wish I had access to that stuff too. Jotko via decision plus 120. So I had him straight up and Jotko via decision against GM3. And I was sweating my balls off the whole time. It was dude, please don't get submitted because I know how dangerous GM3 is. But yeah, dude, value both ways, 100%. That's going to be a good fight. I heard that they actually kind of have a little bit of beef. Brendan Allen was talking about how Jotko was ducking him for a while now. And so now they get to fight. So I'm pumped for that. The two gyms don't like each other, American Top Team and Rufus Sport. So that's going to be interesting. And then Jotko just beat his homie. We got Alex in the chat saying, much respect for the content, even though I'm not betting anymore. I will still enjoy these videos. Please keep them coming. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Appreciate the views, man. Appreciate you coming through. Shout out to my homie Alex right there. One day you'll be back. You'll be back. One day there'll be a bet you can't resist. Islam Makhachev versus Charles Oliveira. Fight doesn't go the distance. Lock of the century, guys. That should be minus 1,000. Someone's getting finished. All right, up next, we have another pretty even fight. This fight's actually riddled with a bunch of fights that are down the middle. And this one kind of depends on how this fighter is going to approach the fight. We have Joaquim Silva versus Jesse Ronson. Silva is the favorite at minus 145. I think that line's moved more toward him now. And Jesse is the Canadian plus 120, the underdog. And, bro, so when I was watching tape on Jesse, he looked good in that knockout against Dalby. I was so surprised because watching that fight, I was like, dude, he looks tiny compared to Nicholas. You can clearly tell that he's a 155er. And, dude, sure enough, gets him coming in and just sleeps him. I don't know if it was an elbow. I think it was a punch. But I was just like stunned. I remember watching like, holy fuck, like damn, I did not expect that at all. Sure enough, gets caught with steroids, comes back, gets knocked out, and then gets knocked out again. Gets submitted by Rafa Garcia. Now that to me was a big red flag. Jesse's a kickboxer, Muay Thai fighter with no grappling game here, whereas Joaquim has legit jiu-jitsu game. He has legit grappling game and is really good at submitting guys. But it's one of those things where it's so frustrating to watch him fight because just like RoboCop, he doesn't actively go for that position. He doesn't actively go to seek fights on the ground. He's kind of a brawler. He's down to swing and bang. And he has pop. So it's not like he's a bum on the feet either. I think, Herb Dean says, I bet the under 2.5 rounds. Dude, love that bet. 100%. I will be betting that as well once I get access. In my opinion, that should be like a minus 250. That should be priced pretty heavily because both guys are going to be able to get finished. I believe, Jesse is 36 years old, guys. Fighting at 155, coming off getting caught taking steroids, dude. Plus he's chinny like a little bit. And then Silva, he's been dropped in his last 3 fights. He got dropped by Jared Gordon in the fight that he won. He got dropped by Nasrat. He got dropped by, the 2 guys that just finished him last. I don't know why I'm blanking. Ricky Glenn. Ricky Glenn got finished in like 30 seconds. So we have a fighter that's chinny for one, and on the other hand, Jesse was a clear grappling disadvantage, so there's a chance he might get submitted if it does get taken to the ground. I feel like I'm talking super fast, but I think it's because I'm a little tipsy. Anyway, dude, I love that bet. I love the under 2.5 because it can go either way. Herb goes, and I rarely bet unders, usually go for overs. I mean, it's a little bit of a stress, like your heart's racing, man, because like there's certain positions where you know the fight's gonna drag out. Like, oh damn, like they got in the clinch underhooks along the cage, like damn, nothing's gonna happen for like at least 10-15 seconds, and you're just sitting there like damn, like this sucks. Whereas the over, you're just like, dude, yes, like please don't do anything, like you fucking pitter patter all day. But I don't know, over unders. I say I'd bet overs as well more. Because I usually bet that on like fighters that are really durable, like the Jotko one. For like that one, I don't see anyone getting finished. So if someone does get finished, you just have to talk it up to like that's MMA, man. Like shit happens, like because I think that's a good bet. I think that neither Allen or Jotko is gonna get finished. He says it's like minus 120 on Bet Online. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. I don't understand why. Like how like Silva's chinny, dude. Like what? Like right? You can get cracked against a good striker, in my opinion, who has legit counter strikes. Like. Jesse's not bad on his feet, but he is kind of old. Speaking of old, dude, and I feel like I might be on an island here, dude. Jessica Penne versus Tabatha Ricci. Oof, baby shark, so fine, dude. Jessica Penne is 39 years old, coming in as an underdog at plus 180. She's 14-6. Tabatha Ricci is coming in as a favorite, minus 220. She is 27 years old. So right off the bat, a 12-year age gap. But I will say, I am not sold on Ricci here. I bet on her and on her last fight. I think she's a good fighter and everything, good prospect coming up on the up and up. But dude, Jessica Penne is bigger in this fight and she's more experienced. And the way that Ricci wins her fights, she usually just controls people on the ground and like out grapples them. I feel like that might not be there in this fight, and I feel like it might be hard for her to get close in distance considering how long Jessica is. Now Jessica is coming off losing to that one Emily Ducote girl, pretty good prospect actually. I actually really liked her at Invicta. I picked Emily to win that fight. I think I might have bet her. That was a sick night at UFC Brooklyn, I think, or Long Island. That was a good night for us. But, Jessica Penne, dude, I think that she's way more live than people think. I will say it's just the age, man. Like, there's a bunch of old fighters, elderly division fighters on this card. Man, I think that Jessica is live. You have to pick Ricci, though, because she's a younger fighter. She has good grappling, good wrestling entries and everything, good takedowns, and just grappling in general. Pretty good striking, quick striking. But man, dude, Jessica is longer, and I feel like it might be hard to get in. So over 2.5, fight goes to decision, all that stuff. But yeah, for the pick, I'll pick Ricci. But I will say, I feel like Jessica is a live dog, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this be a split or if Jessica won. Oh fuck! Hold on a second. I deleted a fight. I think it was the Oleinik fight is next. Yep. Quick break. Gonna take a bond break. So I'm doing a good time. I want this to last like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I feel like I'm doing pretty good time. Up next, another elderly division guy. We have Aleksei Oleinik, the 45-year-old, fighting Ilir Latifi. Latifi's a favorite, minus 175. Oleinik, the underdog, plus 145. And what can I say about this fight other than I don't want to bet on it. I don't want to watch it. I'll be smoking like I just did during this fight. And, bro, like, to bet on Latifi here, I don't know. Like, he's just super inactive. I don't think he does anything good, really. I actually do think he got robbed against Derek Lewis. I think he won that fight. But if he thinks that he's just going to go and take down and control Latifi here, Oleinik here, that's going to be a problem because Latifi is either losing and knocked out, dominated, or he's submitting you. And dude, he's 45. I wish they would have gave us someone else other than a 45-year-old fighter to bet against Latifi because I'm all over fading Latifi. I don't think he's that good. He is coming out of Sweden, get a good gym with Gustafsson and Hamza Chimaev, so obviously he has good training partners until in them. But I don't know, man. I'm not sold. 175 is way too high for me. I'm not betting on Latifi. As far as the fight goes, yeah, over 1.5 maybe, but it's risky because maybe Latifi cracks Oleinik. You know, maybe his chin finally goes at 45 years old. But at the same time, maybe Latifi snatches that neck up when he shoots him for a takedown. I actually think that Oleinik's live, man, again. But, dude, no way. No way am I picking a 45-year-old fighter against Latifi. Granted, Latifi doesn't do anything. He doesn't really throw volume. He throws pop, but he doesn't really throw. Like, it's annoying. He has Tyrell Williams syndrome. Give me fight goes to disappointment, minus 1,000. Oh, fuck yeah. The next fight is a banger. Next couple ones are bangers. We have Mike Davis versus Vyacheslav Borshchev, Slava Claus. Mike Davis comes in as a favorite at minus 175. Borshchev, the underdog, plus 150. And I gotta give myself a tap on the back. I was all over Diakese against Borshchev, and not for that reason that I thought he was going to wrestle, but for the reason that I thought he had more MMA experience. I just remember being like, holy crap, this guy exposed Borshchev bad. It's funny because he comes from Team Alpha Male, which is like supposed to be this wrestling based camp with really good wrestlers, which they are. But he's a kickboxing coach. He's like their Muay Thai coach. And so he doesn't have that. He lacks that ability. So he fought 5 months ago, got exposed in the grappling realm. You have to ask yourself, all right, how much improvements can we expect to see out of him? And I don't think a lot. I think that Mike Davis is way more well-rounded. I think that this is short notice for both of them. There's an opponent change, I believe. And so for that reason, I feel like I don't feel very confident betting on Davis, even though I do think that he's going to win. I do think that he's a better mixed martial artist in general, more well-rounded. But it's one of those things where do you think that he's going to be able to take him down and control him when he needs to? I think that on the feet, it's going to be pretty close. Borshchev's a dog on the feet. He has legit striking. And, oh, shit, my voice cut out. Well, why now? Mic check. Oh. Well, why now? Oh, that would suck. Someone leave a comment. No way. Mic check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Well, fuck. I'm gonna keep going. Someone leave a comment. Leave a comment. Let me know if my voice is cut still. That would suck. Damn. Okay, fuck. My voice isn't cut. All right, sweet. Here we go. It says good. It says good. All right, good. No, but so, yeah, if you're going to bet on Mike Davis, it's like, damn, you have to bet on, like, his, like, game plan. Like, do you think that he's going to be able to take down Borshchev, who's been exposed in the wrestling realm? And I don't know, man. It's hard, so I'm passing. my pick is going to be Davis. I think that he's a better fighter. Borshchev's good, though. I wish I could back him here, but I'm not going to. Yeah, give me Davis via decision. Oh, dude. And then up next, we have John Castaneda versus Daniel Santos. Now, John Castaneda comes in as a favorite at minus 220. Daniel Santos, the underdog, plus 180. And I got to say, guys, I did not get enough time to tape study either of these guys enough to have an opinion. I got to say, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you on this fight. I can't give you a pick. I'm passing on this fight. I like Daniel Santos. We actually kind of like didn't look that bad against Arce. Arce is really good. Not really good, but he's decent. Not bad. And then Castaneda, I don't know. I mean, knocking out Eddie Weiland, he's fucking ancient. Miles John's not very good. Pass on this fight. Sorry about it, guys. But the next one, we have 3 more fights. 4 more fights. Damn. Fuck. Sodiq Yusuff versus Don Shainis. Sodiq Yusuff comes in as a favorite at minus 900. Holy smokes. I think that actually is at higher now. I think it's minus 1100. And Don, the underdog, plus 600. I mean, this fight's pretty cut and dry. Sadiq's a top 145er. He's going to be fighting, a contender fight here soon after this fight. This is supposed to be against Giga Jakadze, who's obviously another good featherweight. This guy taking on short notice. This guy's going to have to try to really knock Sodiq out in the first round. If he doesn't get him out in the first round, he's going to get mauled pretty much beat up for the rest of the fight. It's funny, Sodiq doesn't really finish fights, but I think that he's going to be able to knock this guy out early in this fight, or like I said, drag it out and finish it late. But betting wise, guys, like how can you bet this fight? Sodiq inside the distance, Sodiq late rounds maybe, but he doesn't add value to your parlay or anything like that, so you can't bet on him. If he gets upset here, that'd be hilarious. I don't see it though. He's really good, man. He has a ton of UFC experience. He's really young. But yeah, Sodiq Yusuff by any way he wants. Literally by any way he wants. Up next, we have Ronnie Barcelos versus Trevin Jones. And this fight's actually really interesting. Both guys are on 2-fight losing streaks, and Barcelos got a big-time upset in his last fight against Victor Henry. And Trevin Jones, I think we bet on him. Yeah, no. We bet against him twice now, actually. We're 2-0 against him. Hell yeah. We had Said Yukub and we had Javid Bashrat. So that was nice. So this fight's close, man. Barcelos is good. He's a pretty good striker, pretty good grappler in general. That line's crazy, though, because I think that Barcelos took a ton of damage against Victor Henry. He was super hittable, man. Like, it wasn't good to see him get hit that much, especially when you're like a minus 500 favorite. That's a very bad performance to come off of. And whereas Jones, I just don't think it's that good. Like, I'll be honest, I don't think it's that good. He can crack for sure, but give me, underdog might be live here. Give me Barcelos for the pick, but as far as the bets, I'd probably bet Jones as far as value. We have 2 more fights, guys. It's almost over. Hell yeah. Like I said, we were chilling there drinking, watching Bo Nickel, and the Contender Series, and we're like, fuck, we just got to go live right now. How do I? All right. Randy Brown versus old man Fransisco Trinaldo coming out of the old elderly man division again. Randy Brown is a favorite, minus 300. Trinaldo plus 250. I'm not surprised at that, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it get ballooned more. But, man, that sucks because that's wide. That's wide. Randy Brown should win. I like Randy Brown. Earlier in the week, he was minus 275, minus 280, and I feel like that's such a way better entry point, I guess you could say, to bet. Maybe parlay him, or even 2.7 units or 2.8 units straight up. But minus 300, you get in an area where, Trinaldo is not, horrific. He is 44 years old. Trust me. I get it. He's 44 years old. Like, dude, that's ancient. Like, I don't care. Like, you can see that and really be like, dude, I'm betting against you. But in the Chaos Williams fight, Randy Brown, Chaos has pop, dude. The Chaos has legit KO power, and if Randy Brown can survive against him, I feel like he should be able to survive against a 44-year-old Trinaldo. That's really what it comes down to. So give me Randy Brown. We had him in the last fight, and he got pretty lucky. That was a really close fight. And so, but no, I thought he looked not that bad, even though that was a fucking close-ass fight, and he was a pretty decent favorite. So give me Randy Brown. Trinaldo, like I said, he's just ancient at this point. And if he gets upset in the small cage, then that would fucking suck. In the main event, we have Mackenzie Dern versus Yan Zhangnan. I'm just calling Yan. Dern's the favorite, minus 230. Yan, the underdog, plus 190. Guys, I'm going with the dog. I think that even though it's 5 rounds, it gives Dern such an advantage to just find one sub. So if you're going to bet this fight, Mackenzie Dern via sub, which the books are probably going to give you like plus 105, plus 110, if you even get a plus money on that sub or prop, or Mackenzie via decision, because I honestly thought that she lost her last fight against Tisha Torres. But dude, she did do a really good job of backpacking her and really holding positions. And even if she doesn't get the submission, she just really can control you. Because she's, dude, her on the ground, there's really no one as good as Mackenzie Dern in the women's, like, really roster, on the roster, really. And it's just an X factor. She's so dangerous on the ground. You have to really bet on Yan to not get to the ground, get control, get in a position to get submitted for 25 minutes. But I think that she might be able to, and I think that she might be able to beat the fuck out of Dern on the feet. Dern striking has been getting better with Perlo. She has been advancing, like looking better every single time she fights with her striking. I will say that 100%. And it actually helps her a big time get into her takedowns and the grappling exchanges, which is big for her. But I think that Tisha Torres, who had never been subbed, doesn't get subbed by Mackenzie Dern. We have Yan come in, and, you know, I'm not saying she can't get subbed. She can't get subbed, but I don't know, man. I just have a feeling she's going to be able to either knock her out. I have a feeling that Yan's going to win via knockout. So my pick for this fight is going to be Yan to win via second round knockout over Mackenzie Dern. That's it, dude, for the fight card. So far, we don't have any bets, but if you were in the chat earlier, we are waiting for the totals to drop. We're going to take the Brennan Allen Jotko over. We are going to take probably Jotko straight or decision. I'm still deciding on that. And, I'm feeling Yan knockout, Dern sub. Probably going to find a way to play both those or find a way to middle on those. I'm still deciding which one I'm going to lean by. Dude, I think Yan can knock out Dern. Dern's striking is getting better, but I don't see her. Man, 25 minutes is a long time, so it is a bit of a stretch. But, man, 3-round fight, I would love Yan here. 5-round fight, still leaning Yan, man. So, yeah, follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram if you want our bets. Hit me up, and I'll reply to anything, man. Yeah, for sure. Let me know what you think about my picks, about the stream. I was kind of faded. But, yeah, we appreciate all the support. Hit that subscribe button. Peace.